Have you ever grilled meatballs before? Well, if you haven't, I'm going to show you today. Beyond Beef Greek Spanakorizo is the dish we are making. Welcome back to the Innovation Kitchen here at Beyond Meat. Chef D here, or Diana Stavridis, my full name. Greek name if you can't tell. So I love this dish. We're gonna make some Greek meatballs with our Beyond Beef. A lot of flavors I grew up with, Kalamata olives, oregano, dill, feta. We're gonna make this plant-based bowl that's gonna blow you away. Let's get cooking. Going in our Beyond Beef meatballs are garlic, Kalamata olives, which I love, mint, oregano, onion, and some agave or honey, whatever you prefer. The base of this meatball bowl will be rice, dill, and lemon. But first, we're going to show you how to make the garlic feta, which is delicious. We have some plant-based feta, roasted garlic, which is very easy to do at home. Slice off the top, put a little olive oil, salt, pepper, wrap it in foil, put it in oven at 350 till about 45 minutes or so until it's fork tender. And we'll add some olive oil in there too. Have our trusty mixer here. We're gonna make the garlic feta. Start with the plant-based feta cheese, adding in our roasted garlic and the extra virgin olive oil. Sometimes you might find you need to add a little more to bring it together, so feel free to do so. I love fresh pepper added, and we'll do a little pinch of salt. Go ahead and mix her up. Comes together very quickly. Almost ends up looking like yogurt, which I like a tzatziki, and it is pretty much done already. Let's taste it. It's perfect. What I love about Beyond Beef is when you're making meatballs or meatloaf, you don't need a binder. It's amazing. No eggs, no breadcrumbs, no cheese. It comes together perfectly. So we will add our Beyond Beef oregano, chopped garlic, fresh herbs. My favorite, the Kalamata olive. You can leave it out if you don't like olive. Chopped onions and a little bit of honey or agave, whatever you prefer. Super simple. Just mix it up here. It smells awesome. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper on top. Now the fun part. My nephew loves to do this, rolling meatballs. This dish is pretty cool. So I used to make this with lamb in my restaurant years ago. All these flavors, as I mentioned, is really true to how I grew up. Olives and cucumber, tomato, lemon, oregano. All these smells are reminding me of being a kid, and it's pretty cool that now I can do it with Beyond Beef. It's just delicious. If you want, I also do this as a burger, and then I'll put plant-based feta on top of it and a big thick slice of heirloom tomato or some arugula usually. Cooks up really great on the grill or in a pan. As I mentioned, I know you're all excited to learn how to grill it today, so that's what we'll be doing today. And there you have it. Before we take these over to the heat, I'm gonna show you the quick mix on our lemon herb rice. Put together our lemon herb rice. If it takes you more than 15 seconds, something is not being done correctly. We have our warm white rice here. Lemon juice, feel free to add as much as you like. Freshly picked dill, pinch of salt, little fresh cracked black pepper, some olive oil. Mix it up, and this becomes the base of our bowl. Feel free to play with the herbs as you like. Also brown rice if you'd rather use a different type. But that is it. Our rice is prepped. Time to head over to the grill. Here we are at the grill, ready to cook our meatballs. I have the grill on pretty hot. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to put a little bit of sprayed oil on top, just to make sure it's nice and greased. This will prevent the balls from sticking. So tips and tricks here. How to grill meatballs? Well, hot grill, very important. Greased, as you saw. Nice chilled meatballs. And then one of the biggest tricks is not to flip them too much. Use tongs if you need to put them down. My hands are used to the heat. Hear that sizzle? So now that I've laid the meatballs down, I'm just gonna let them cook like that for about 1.5 minutes. So they're gonna get nice grill marks on the bottom. After that, take my tongs, and I'm gonna use basically the base of the tong here, just to go under the meatball and scoop and flip it. You could use a spatula, but I find using this really gives a nice perfect flip, and you see these beautiful grill marks, which you will see in a second. Depending on how large you make them, you follow this recipe, about 5 minutes they'll be fully cooked. There we go. You can see these awesome marks. Totally radical. You can impress all your friends that you grill meatballs now. There we go. Just coming under it and giving a little flip. And that's pretty much it. Now we're just gonna let it finish cooking on this side. About another 2.5 minutes or so. You can see these beautiful marks. I love the char marks. If you're not into that dark char, just cook it at a little lower heat and you will cook it a little longer, of course. And you just let them go. If you have a dome, you could go ahead and cover the grill. Turn down the heat a little, it'll cook nice and quick. So they've been on the grill now for about 4.5 minutes. These are done. Gonna move them over to my plate, head back to my table, and then we can plate our Spanakorizo. Everything tastes better when it's grilled. Here are our meatballs. Let's put our bowl together. Start with the lemon herb rice, which smells great. This is nice to plate for family style meal, or if you're sharing. You could also plate it individually if you'd like. Add some of our cherry tomatoes, some sliced cucumber, some red onion. You can leave them off if you'd like. I love red onion. Let's go ahead and add our meatballs. Then, one of my favorites here, the garlic feta. This took a while to figure out. You know, I eat plant-based quite frequently and I miss feta and yogurt. This recipe really takes me back to those flavors. And I will put a little bit of some fresh dill. You could add mint or any other herbs you'd want here, but I do love dill. Some fresh black pepper. And I always put a little bit of olive oil and lemon on top as well. And there you have it. Looks great and smells great. I'm gonna dig right in. I love the lemon in this dish. Tastes like home, tastes like summer. That's the Beyond Beef Greek Meatball Spanakorizo. Thanks for watching and letting me share my labor of love. Find this recipe and all of our recipes. Please go to beyondmeat.com. Leave us a comment as well. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time.